In this video, I'll be sharing with you my experience in Siem Reap, Cambodia, which definitely draws an eclectic crowd. It's got nightlife, it's got nature. Above all, it's got Angkor Wat and the history there and all the temples. I'll be sharing some tips along the way to make your travel here a little bit easier. I hope you enjoy. Good morning, I'm here in Siem Reap and just giving you the lowdown on my travel lows because sometimes things do not go as planned. I checked into my hotel that I had made on booking.com at the Golden Butterfly, and it was, like $122 for the week, but it was one of those, non-refundable ones after you arrive. And I read the reviews and everything looked fantastic. But when I got to my room, there was a disco that sounded like it was next door that was just boom, 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 boom. And I have to work on my laptop. So I'm like, okay, I can deal with the noise perhaps. And then I started making my video calls because I do work part-time for Freshline Moto Expedition Club. And the internet kept dropping. So I was like, this is no bueno. And then I messaged the owner telling him that I needed to check out because I don't want to lose my job, and he would not respond. The people at the front desk were very nice, so I contacted booking.com. They give me a refund, great. If not, well, shit happens. But I'm on my way to a little bit, 2 kilometers south of town. It's more of like, it's called Treetop Bungalows. It's a little bit more of a tranquil setting, and I'm hoping that I will have good internet and a little bit of peace. But so far, Siem Reap is really a cool little place. Pub Street, very touristy. Lots of drunks and debauchery going on, and there's a night market. And Angkor Wat is really the main draw for me. So I'm going to rent a bike and go check that out. So very excited about that. First tip for Siem Reap is don't stay in the center near Pub Street unless you're there to party and you just don't really mind the noise. There's several places that are within a kilometer of the main street there, and it's easy to rent a bike or a scooter and you can get in and out. So if you want some peace and quiet at night, you like a good night's sleep, and you want to be able to get into town easily, then that's the best plan. I got a tuk-tuk and now I'm on the way to Treetop Bungalows. Sounds pretty fancy. I think it's just 6 bungalows that's run by an English-speaking couple. And it'll be nice to be a little bit outside the center of town. And what I realized just definitively is that one of the most important things ever, now that I'm in my, I wouldn't say latter years, but in my 50s, I need a good night's sleep. And if I do not get a fucking good night's sleep, I am not a happy camper. So if this is a quiet place, I'm going to be very happy. I just checked in and met Christy, Canadian woman. They have a couple of dogs. She's got a son, and it's 6 bungalows, and this is way more my speed. And I mean, I guess that's par for the course. This is way more something that I'm interested in instead of a hotel in the exciting part of town. This is just really chill. It reminds me a little bit of the construction in Mexico. It's cement. It's got a bedroom with AC and a fan. Stylish. A nice bathroom with a shower. And it looks out over in the land here. And then out to my balcony. Yeah, it's very nice and lush. Good stuff. When you arrive, there's several options for SIM cards. You can get it at the airport or in town, but get Met Phone. That is the best, and it will give you access while you're out at the temples. I'm on my way to Angkor Wat and the temples. Sok is my guide here. Tip on seeing the temples: you can do it by yourself. You can get a bike or a scooter and ride out there, but I would recommend getting a guide because there are many different temples and they're spread out in a wide area, and it's nice to have somebody to just shuttle you around and give you a little bit of the history. He's the husband of the owner of the properties that I'm at, and I'm excited to see what this is all like. But first, coffee. Been up since 4:45, so I'm still tired. Definitely rainy season. So I'm here with my guide Sok.
Hi.
He is Christy's husband at the place that I'm staying at, and he drove me out in the tuk-tuk, and he's been a guide for 23 years, yeah? And he's taking me to the first temple that was built in about 1100 after the Hindu god Vishnu, the original Angkor Wat, and it's one of the finest examples of temples of this age in the world, so very excited to see it. We've got an otter visiting us.
It's the second courtyard. Second gallery.
And it's about 1,000 years old, yeah?
Yeah. Almost.
It's beautiful and mind-blowing. Ascending to the third level of the temple. And these are some steep stairs. I don't know how they did it back in the day without any railings on just the stone. Two kinds of stone they used for the temples, sandstone and then volcanic rock. So now we're going to the longest passageway, the Rainbow Bridge. And it's the passing, what is the passing?
This is the way how they believe the connection between world of man to the world of gods. When the king come, he start from the beginning and then he walk up until to the center. That's the center.
Okay.
And then he crouching or he bow to pray or worship God Vishnu.
The Tikal in Guatemala and this are the two most amazing old architecture examples I've ever seen. The next tip is that when you do have your Cambodian phone number through Metphone, you're going to want to download Pass app rideshare. And you need your phone number because you have to verify, and then you can get rides. And there are a few different ones with Pass app. You need to pay cash, but it's way cheaper than some other options, and I found it very useful. So we've left the Angkor Wat, and now we're heading to the Prohm temple, which is different architecture, different religion, everything. So it'll be interesting to see. So these spone trees grow straight out of the rock. This is just incredible how these trees have grown around the rocks, sort of just reclaimed the temple. Really stunning. 36 of these towers in total.
I don't know he offered like this.
So that was Prohm, and that was where apparently the Tomb Raider was filmed, and Angelina Jolie came for that film and ended up leaving with a couple of children, I guess. I think this is where she got the idea to adopt Cambodian children, and I think became much more involved in aid work, which is pretty cool. But Angkor Wat was amazing, but I loved the Prohm because it was more decrepit, like just taken over by the spung trees and the jungle. Really incredible and beautiful. When you're getting prepared with your cash, you're going to want a little bit of the rial, but everybody takes dollars, right? So you probably will take the rial out of an ATM less than you would if it was just going to be one currency, because when you're done, you don't want to be stuck with a bunch of rial and have to change it back. So if you only have US dollars, you probably can get by, but it's a good idea to have a little bit of both. And now we're on to temple number 3, Angkor Thom. You can see the gate. And so that concludes our visit to the big 3, Angkor Wat, the one everyone knows about, Prohm, and Angkor Thom. I can't imagine what it would be like during the season, but I'm just happy I got a chance to see it. Truly a marvel of time. Here's a suggestion that I highly suggest that you take me up on if you'd like the spa, ice bath, sauna experience. Lokta Spa in town has the best ice bath I've ever experienced. It was at 5 degrees Celsius, which is under 50 degrees Fahrenheit. And it also had a hot tub, had a sauna, and a steam room. And you can also get a massage there. And it's just a nice place to chill. They have some food, some lounge chairs, and it's prime. You're gonna love it. Hello. Hello. Hi.
Stop.
This is the epicenter of the nightlife in Siem Reap. It's called Bub Street. Pretty obvious name, but it's where all sorts of debauchery goes down. And it's a pretty lively scene. It's a wrap. I'm in the Siem Reap airport and it is pretty much empty, and I am on my way back to Da Nang. Had a great time. I was sick for a couple days here, had nasty travel cold, but went to the spa, did ice bath, sauna, steam room, massage for 2 days in a row, and then slept for 14 hours, which was about the longest I've slept in years probably. Great trip. It was really awesome to see the differences between Vietnam, Laos, and Cambodia. Siem Reap with Angkor Wat and sort of the downtown touristy district was really fun. Now I'm heading back to Da Nang, and I already have an appointment at the U.S. Embassy in Hanoi next week to get a new passport that will last me, I hope, another 10 years.